Welcome to Deadly Dames. So I thought I would do a quick movie review on Swiss Army Man. So you seen my pickup video yesterday where I'd said I was about to watch this. The reason why I've decided to do a review on it is because this movie, it really took me by surprise. I thought it was going to be good, but I didn't think it was going to be what it is. It's a very strange film, and I'm going to try and say this as best I can without spoiling it, because it's the type of film you kind of need to enjoy for yourself to get what I'm talking about. And it's funny because I sent a tweet out last night after watching it, which is spot on. The last line in this movie sums this film up perfectly, and when you watch it you'll see exactly what I mean. So basically this story is about a guy who, it starts off, he's stranded on a desert island. Is it Hank? Yeah, Hank. Almost didn't want to get his name wrong. And at the start of the film he's got to the stage where he's depressed and starving and thirsty and he's dying and he's lonely and he's going to kill himself, and that's the start of the film. But then Manny, who's played by Daniel Radcliffe, who by the way is outstanding in this film. I mean, playing a corpse and playing the corpse the way that he does it isn't an easy thing to do, and I think he's amazing in the way that he does it. But then, sorry, I'll get back to what I was saying. So then the corpse of Manny washes up on the beach, and it stops him from killing himself because he thinks that someone else is on this island with him. Now, from there, because up until that point you think I'm watching Castaway, you know, you're watching Tom Hanks with these football, like, so is it volleyball? With the ball Wilson, on, I'm thinking of Owen Wilson, so I can't even call the ball the right name now. Yeah, so he's got Wilson as his company in Castaway. So up until then you think you're watching Castaway. And then you quickly realise that you are not watching Castaway, because he escapes from the desert island, and how he does it is riding on the back of a farting corpse. Yeah, you heard me right. He rides that farting corpse like a rodeo buffalo. I don't know. But yeah, that's how he escapes from the desert island. And then he ends up on another island, but this one has trees and life and stuff in it, and he thinks he's back to civilization. Now this is where the story starts to get a little bit mad, because you realise that a lot of this is going on in his mind. A lot of it's in his head, and this is his way of trying to survive by thinking this dead body that's with him is alive. But the things that this dead body does, because he's got magical powers, you see, like his penis is a compass, and I'm not even joking when I say that. And I really hope I'm not spoiling anything for anybody, because this is the type of film that you have to watch and enjoy yourself. I loved it. I thought it was great, and I think the two lead actors, they're amazing in this. And as I said, like Daniel Radcliffe, it cannot be good to play dead. Even when he's talking, it's brilliant. I don't ever want to see his bum again, because he sees butt in this quite a lot. Let's imagine if we don't see Harry Potter's backside ever again, bare bum. But it is very, very well done, the way that they've done this film. And there's actually, the whole way through the movie, there's only two actors, and it's these two guys, right up until the end when there's other actors in it. But I loved it. I like that it leaves a lot to your imagination. I've said many times on this channel that I enjoy movies that don't spell things out for you, and I enjoy a good twist in a film, and this does have a bit of a twist, but the twist is more linked to you kind of making up your own mind, which is funny, because when I seen the end of it, I was actually curious as to what the writers and directors had in mind when they did that end scene. So I watched just for the end, I watched the commentary, and the guys, like, what I thought I was spot on with when I heard what they were saying. And it's funny because on the commentary they said that people walked out of this, and I was like, I mean, movies like this are the movies that should really get better showings in cinemas, because if a movie like, I'm going to pick on it again, but if a movie like The Crappy Bye Bye Man can get a worldwide cinema release, it doesn't make sense to me. There are films out there that are 1,000,000 times better that should get to cinemas for people to enjoy better, and this is one of them. Like I said previously, Snowpiercer, Train to Busan, these are movies that I've watched that I've gone, this should have had a wider audience enjoying it. And that's how I feel about Swiss Army Man. Now, it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. It's definitely a strange one, and as I said, the last line in the movie sums it up perfectly. And watch it and you'll see what I mean. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was strange, I thought it was mad, and definitely off the wall, but I really, really enjoyed it. I enjoyed that we got in this guy's head, and not just in his head as in he's going mad because he's stranded on an island by himself. In his head, when you get the realisation as to what is really going on with him. But you really need to look out for a few clues, and I would be really, really interesting for other people to tell me what they thought of this film. So like, definitely leave some comments below, but if you can let me know if you spotted the clues at the end that I did. My favourite part actually was probably right at the end when they kind of did the Goonies ending. You know how like at the end of the Goonies no one believes them, and then all of a sudden the pirate ship starts going off into the distance. This kind of happens in this. It's set with a farting corpse. I can't say the word corpse tonight. A farting corpse going off into the distance. But I really thought that was quite funny that they did that. And when I watched the commentary, there's like a fart scene in it, which they called the Apocalypse Now fart, and that actually had me in stitches, especially when I then seen the scene after them saying it, and I goes, oh my god, it is an apocalypse. I can't speak at all tonight, sorry. Especially when you see it and you realise it is actually an Apocalypse Now fart. But I could see why a lot of people didn't like the movie. I mean, if you're not open-minded and you're one of these people that pretend you don't fart, then you're not going to enjoy a movie which really does have a lot of fart scenes in it. And you're not going to enjoy a movie with a man with a penis compass and hands that can light fire and stuff. But it is very entertaining. Definitely different. They were trying something different, which I like. I don't like seeing carbon copies of the same movies over and over again. I like it when somebody comes out with something original and tries something different, especially when it's a take on someone's insanity. I like to see what they do with a movie about someone kind of going a little bit insane, or were they already insane. And I like a movie that starts conversations. I like a film that when people start talking about it, it causes a debate. I mean, I recently had a full-blown debate with my sister and with Claire as well, over Neon Demon, because we all disagreed as to what that movie was actually about. That's how you know a movie has really got to you, when you can sit down and everybody took something different from it, and that debate spirals out of control to the point where she was adamant she was right and I was adamant I was right, and poor Claire was just a little person in the middle. But that's how you know you've really enjoyed a movie, when it can cause like a full-blown debate. And I think this is the type of film that would do that. I think this is definitely a film that people are going to love and people are going to hate. I loved it, and as I said, I would like to see what other people thought about it. If you're going to do a review on it, link me in a video, because I want to see your review. I want to know what you're saying about this movie, or just leave the comments below and let me know what you think. But I'll tell you one thing though, little Harry Potter's becoming a good actor. I mean, I liked Horns. I hated his American accent in Horns, but he really got it down in this movie, and I thought he was outstanding in it. I thought he was perfectly cast, this movie. I think Paul Dano played a perfect example of a man who was lost and sad and alone, but still for whatever reason trying to fight and live. And his eyes played that perfect emotion, and not everybody can do that. And I thought the two of them played really well together, just considering the movie really only does have two characters in it. As I said, I really, really enjoyed this film, and I really want to know what you guys think of it. So leave me some comments below, or link me into your reviews, and I'll be happy to go and watch them. But as always, I hope by doing this review it encourages a few other people to go and watch this movie. It's not a movie that I hear a lot of people talking about. But as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and take care.